Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to our chemistry class. In our previous class, we have discussed a little about Hantzsch Widmann Nomenclature. Okay friends, due to some issues, I stopped that video unexpectedly. Sorry for that friends. Today I'll continue. Okay friends. See, in my previous class, I have discussed these things which I am showing you right now friends. Okay. Now we are discussing about the rules for fully saturated and fully unsaturated heterocycles, and of course we have discussed all these three guidelines. Now let's move into the fourth guideline friends. Okay, yeah, okay friends, this is our fourth guideline. Okay, see friends, see, if more than one type of heteroatom present, then use more than one prefix. Okay, I already discussed even the fourth guideline friends. Let me repeat this. Okay, see, if in the given ring, if more than one heteroatom present is, then we have to use more than one prefix. For an example, if we have three different heteroatoms in the ring, means we have to use three prefixes like that. Okay, next friends, this is the most important point friends. Try to focus on this. Okay, see, when combining the prefixes, two ovals may end up together. Therefore, oval on the end of first part should be omitted. Okay, try to observe this, then you will easily understand this. See friends, here we have two prefixes. Already I discussed about the prefixes. Okay, for oxygen the prefix is oxa. Okay, for nitrogen the prefix is aza. Okay, here we should look at the last letter of the first prefix and first letter of the second prefix or last prefix, we can say. Okay, see, this is the first prefix and this is the second prefix. Means here we are taking two prefixes now. So, but here the rule is, okay, for the first prefix we should look at the last letter. Okay, and for the second prefix we should look at the first letter. Okay, see, a and A, these are ovals. Now I think you have idea about the ovals. Okay, we have five ovals, A, E, I, O, U. Okay, these are the ovals. Okay, if we get the ovals at these positions, okay, then we should remove the oval which is present at the end of the first prefix. Okay, see, oval on the end of the first part should be omitted. Okay, this is the first part and this is the second part, no? Okay, so in this first part the last letter, okay, means the end of the first part is nothing but the last letter, no? So this last letter should be removed and the remaining should be written as usual friends. Okay, O, X, A, Z, A, nothing friends, just focus on this. Okay, see, once again I will tell you. See, these are the two prefixes now. Okay, this is the last letter of the first prefix. Okay, and this is the first letter of the second prefix. Okay, see, if we observe this, this is A, here also we have A. Okay, so A is nothing but the oval now. So if we get ovals, then we have to remove the last letter of the first prefix. That's why here I am eliminating or I am omitting this A and I am writing this as usual. So O, X, A, Z, J. Okay, hope you understood this. Yeah, next, numbering is started from heteroatom. Already I told you that numbering should be started from the heteroatom of highest priority in such a way that give smallest possible numbers to other heteroatoms. See friends, if you observe this, here we have how many heteroatoms? Here we have two heteroatoms, sulfur and nitrogen. Okay, means here we may get doubt that here we have two heteroatoms now, and already we discussed that for heteroatom we should give first priority, right? Yeah, but here we have the two heteroatoms, so how should we give numbering like that? We may get doubt friends. So here numbering should be given in such a way that means it should be based on the priority order friends. Okay, see, try to remember one thing, when compared to nitrogen, sulfur has the highest priority. Okay, and when compared to sulfur, oxygen has the highest priority, or we can say more priority. So see friends, oxygen has more priority, then comes sulfur, then comes nitrogen. Actually this is the priority order friends. Okay, priority order. So okay, see, here we have two heteroatoms. So according to our order, see, here we have sulfur and nitrogen. So when compared to nitrogen, sulfur has the highest priority. So sulfur should be given the first priority and comes second and then third. Okay, like this. Okay, see, now just try to assign naming to this. Okay, see, at fourth position we have the substituents. So means here our substituent is what? Methyl. So 4 methyl. Next, at first and third positions we have the heteroatom. No? So we should write like this: 1 comma 3. Here we have given first priority to sulfur now. So our naming should be like what? Thia. Okay, Thia, Thia plus, this is the nitrogen. Nitrogen means what, friends? Aza. Okay, already in my means in our previous rule we have discussed that we should look at the last letter of the first prefix and the first letter of the second prefix. So these two are the vowels now. So we should remove this vowel and we should be written like Thia za. So 4 methyl 1 3 thiaza. Okay, that's it. Next, let's enter into the fifth rule. Okay, see, choose suffix depending on whether nitrogen is present or absent, size of the ring, and presence or absence of double bond. Okay, okay, means until now we have discussed mostly about the prefixes. So now we are entering into the suffixes. Okay, so suffix should be chosen based on whether the nitrogen is present or absent, or based on the size of the ring, and also based on the presence or absence of double bond. Okay, next, see, of course friends, this is means this is the repeated point I can say. See, combine prefix and suffix together and drop first vowel if two vowels came together. If two vowels came together in the sense what? If two vowels come aside or side to side, or if two vowels are adjacent to each other, then drop first vowel. That's it. Of course we have discussed already this point here, friends. The meaning of these two words same. Okay, next, see friends, these are the suffixes, friends. Okay, already I told you that means suffix should be chosen based on the ring size and whether the nitrogen is present or absent, and also based on the unsaturated or saturated, like that I already told you. Okay friends, try to remember these, friends, at least up to 6. Okay, means up to 6 membered ring size we should remember these things, friends, because these are the most important, friends, I can say. Okay, see, this is the 3 membered, means here the ring size means here the ring have 3 atoms. Of course it means this 3 is not only for the carbons, friends. Okay, means now we are discussing about the heterocyclic compounds. So heteroatom must be present in that particular molecule or compound, I can say. So based on the number of carbons and heteroatoms, here the ring size is like this, friends. Okay, for the ring having 3, so if the ring size is 3, okay, if it is 4, if it is 5, if it is 6, like that. So first of all we should look at the ring size. Okay, see, if in that particular ring if nitrogen is present, so first of all we should observe within the given ring if whether nitrogen is present or not, like that. Okay, for an example, if nitrogen is present means next we have to observe that particular ring is unsaturated or saturated, like that. Okay, if in case if nitrogen is absent in that particular ring, then we should focus whether that particular ring is unsaturated or saturated. Okay, see, just try to remember these, friends. Okay, see, for the 3 membered means for the ring size means if the means for the 3 means for the ring if it is having the 3 atoms, I can say. Okay, means 3 heteroatoms, or means including carbon, I already told you Okay, for the 3 membered ring if nitrogen is present and if that is unsaturated, then we had to use irine. Okay, if it is saturated, then iridine. Okay, for 4 membered if it is unsaturated, EAT. Okay, for saturated, etidine. Okay, for 5 membered ring, ol. For saturated, olidine. Okay, for 6 membered and unsaturated, ine. Okay, and for the 6 membered and the saturated, this is A, friends. A means nothing but the here we had to add per hydro. Okay, A means use the prefix per hydro followed by the fully unsaturated name. Okay friends, just try to remember all these things, friends. If you feel that it is difficult for you to remember, but it is mandatory to learn at least up to the ring size of 6 friends. Okay, these are important friends. Okay, next let us discuss some of the examples friends. Yeah, see, this is the example friends. Okay, first of all we should look at the heteroatom present in the ring. Okay, so which heteroatom is present in this friends? Yeah, nitrogen is present. So that is nothing but the prefix now. I already told you now that for nitrogen the prefix is what? Aza. Okay, and this is C 1 2 3. So this is the 3-membered ring. Okay, 3-membered, and this is what? Fully saturated. Fully saturated means only a single bond is present. Okay, so this is the 3-membered, fully saturated, and the nitrogen is present. Okay, based on 3 points. Now we have to look at that. See, 3-membered. Okay, nitrogen is present now, so we have to look at this. Okay, 3-membered, nitrogen is present, and fully saturated. That means we had to add iridine, iridine. Okay, see, that's it friends. Here I have added that only. Okay, 3-membered, fully saturated, and nitrogen is present. That's why here I have written like this friends, iridine, iridine. Next step, now we got both the prefix and suffix. Now the next thing what we had to do is just combine the prefix with suffix friends. Okay, here our prefix is what? Aza, and our suffix is iridine. Okay, see, A is the vowel. Okay, and here I is also the vowel. I told you now, just we had to observe the last letter of the first first prefix and the first letter of the second, nothing but the second means first letter of the suffix. Okay, these two are vowels now, so we should omit this A and we should write like this. Okay, Azidine, so aziridine. Next friends, try to answer this friends. Okay, see, first of all we should look at the heteroatoms. Okay, here we have a 2 heteroatoms, oxygen and nitrogen. Already I have given one priority order to you now. So when compared to nitrogen, sulfur has more priority, and when compared to sulfur, oxygen has more priority. So we know that we have to give first priority to oxygen and the second priority to nitrogen. Okay, and I think you have idea about the prefixes for the heteroatoms. For oxygen it is oxa. Okay, for nitrogen it is aza. So we had to combine these two. Okay, first priority is given to oxygen na? So the prefix for oxygen is what? Oxa, and the prefix for nitrogen is what? Aza. Okay, these two are vowels, so that this should be removed. So we will get oxaza, that is oxaza. Okay, at 1 and 2 positions we have the heteroatoms now, that's why it should be written like this. Okay, 1 2 oxaza. And next, see, next, okay, now we have completed the prediction of what? Prefixes. Now let us enter into the suffix. Okay, see, this is the ring and this is 1 2 3 4. So this is a 4-membered and this is saturated, and in this nitrogen is present. So let us look at this. Okay, in that nitrogen is present, so we should look at this. Okay, and this is 4-membered and it is saturated. No, okay, saturated, that means we had to use what? Atidine. Okay, atidine. Okay, the same thing friends I have written here. Okay, 1 2 oxaza plus atidine. Here also friends the same thing, we had to look at the last letter of the first word and the first letter of the last word. So here we have the A and E. Okay, A, E, these two are vowels now, that's why we should remove the last letter of the first word and it should be written like 1 2 oxazetidine. Here A is omitted now, that's why 1 2 oxazetidine. Okay friends, next let us look at this friends. Okay, here see, first look at the heteroatoms. Yeah, now let us give numbering friends. I already told you that oxygen gets the highest priority, so 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, see, here 1 oxygen is present and 2 nitrogens are present. I already told you that if heteroatoms of same type are present, then we should use di, tri, tetra like that. Okay, here 2 nitrogen atoms are repeated na? That's why here we had to use diaza. Okay, and see this 1 2 5, here we have given first priority to oxygen na? That's why oxa, and see here we have a 2 nitrogens na? That's why diaza. Okay, diaza. Next, see, now this is means we have now we have predicted the prefix friends. Now let us enter into the suffix friends. Okay, okay, see, this is 5-membered, nitrogen is present, unsaturated. Okay, here nitrogen is present, 5-membered, unsaturated. Yeah, unsaturated means here we had to add ol, O-L-E, ol. Okay, see, that's why. 5-membered unsaturated ol. This is the prefix. Okay, so what we had to do means just we had to add prefix with the suffix. Okay, here this is the prefix, right? 1, 2, 5 oxa diasa plus this is the suffix. Suffix is nothing but the O-L-E, ol. Okay, see what I told you that we should observe the last letter of the first word and the first letter of the next word. So here we have A and O. These two are vowels, no friends. So the last letter of the first word should be omitted and it should be written like this. Okay, 1, 2, 5 oxa diazole. Okay, diazole. You may get doubt while writing the prefix, friends, because see here we have oxygen and nitrogen. Okay, for oxygen we had to use oxa. Okay, for oxygen we had to use what? Oxa. For nitrogen we had to use aza as prefix. Here we have two nitrogens na, that's why we should use diaza. Okay, see, I told you that we had to observe the last letter of the first word and the first letter of the next word. Okay, here we have A and D. Okay, of course here A may be oval, friends, but D is not oval na, that's why it should be written as usual, friends. Here we should not omit any letter, so that's why here I have written like this, oxa diasa. Okay, and while combining the prefix and suffix, again we had to look at the last letter of the first word and the first letter of the next word. Okay, and here we have A and O. These two are vowels na, so that the last letter of the prefix or first word should be omitted and it should be written like this, 1, 2, 5 oxadiazole. Hope you understood this, friends. Thank you.